Yesterday's victory keeps the Storm at arm's length behind Sheffield, but to get back into the title race, the Steelers need wins over the teams above them, and they've got a chance to do that here in the second part of their home doubleheader against Cardiff. Paul Thompson restores Ben Bounds to the starting role, while Aaron Fox has to cope with the absence of Shudra, scratched after warm-ups. Another big crowd is on hand for the second part of the Pride weekend, and one of these teams will be celebrating a 4-point weekend. Martin shifts it across, there's an opportunity here, sent all the way through, and there's a scramble in front, it must be put in by McDonald, and it is. Devils' top scorer strikes inside 2 minutes.
Yeah, looks like a little bit of a bang-bang play. You can see Devils hard end on a forecheck and just sort of spray it out, and you can see it's McDonald just sort of finds the puck off the side of the net after Richardson gets it through there. Good work from the Devils, swarming over, and not much Greenfield can do about this as he's taken back around and it's just an open net.
Devils cross the line. Steelers though manage the situation. Tremblay under pressure at centre ice. Moved on for Cormier. Steelers are onside here. They've got options inside, but can't get it across quickly enough. Tremblay fires the shot in. Touch from Bounds helps it on its way. Another one fired in, and the tip in front, and the Steelers do respond quickly.
That's Steelers' fourth line with Tremblay, Watson, and Harper. I think gets the final touch on this as he's the one coming through. A little bit of hard work and retrieval. Ben Bounds can't do an awful lot about that deflection. Get the pucks through, and there you see Cormier, a nice little deflection there. Out in front, all alone. No Devils defenseman anywhere near him. And this is what we said, Jonathan, yesterday. They were getting pucks to the net, getting it through, and getting guys going towards the net. That was a big difference in the game yesterday as well on the Manchester, on the shot count that we were looking at. So Steelers going to work, trying to get guys in front of the net and get pucks there.
Ritchie drops it back. Puck with Harper. Found on the first pass attempt. Got it to Doherty, who messed up on his, and it's allowed a breakaway for McDonald. He's in for another, and he's got another. Two chances and 2 goals for Josh McDonald. And the Devils retake the lead in the first period.
Yeah, a little bit of a bobble on the blue line, a little unfortunate. You can see Doherty's trying to make the pass across and puck just bobbles on him, and then McDonald makes a nice little move and then just uses his speed after he freezes Greenfield here. You'll see it, a little leg kick there and just freezes. You can see Greenfield thinks he may have enough, but as he slides across, he doesn't slide back on the angle.
Puck out front, and the Steelers go bar down to score. Ritchie gets his first in Steelers colours.
And that's how quick he can turn it around off a face-off, a dump in. Gets by Bounds and out the other side. And Nick Ritchie from inside the top of the crease, I would have thought by the looks of this. There's the rim coming around. Bounds doesn't even bother going out as it's by him. Steelers just beat him. Mitchell Hurd in on the play. Right here you'll see him coming in. Mosey that gets pickpocketed this time, and you can see how quick that goes up and down. Not much of an opportunity for Bounds to do much about it. He's as surprised as anybody is.
Ferguson battling and giving up the game's first penalty for tripping.
And then going back in after, thinking that it might have been a bit of an embellishment, but he needs to be careful, don't get an extra 2. There's a slash on the hands and a toe pick. So either way, it's a slash on the hands as well.
Steelers into the offensive zone, trying to set up an opportunity late in the first period to take the lead for the first time. They drag it out front, and that's exactly what they do. Harper has got himself another.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he actually drags this all the way across or if he just does a little deflection is enough to pop it through the 5-hole of Bounds. Ritchie again, this time turning provider as he Zips it down low. You can see right here, it comes up, and it's a deflection out in front. I'm not sure if Harper, like you said, is trying to bring it out in front and drag it around. But we get back to it in offensive position. Richie puts it on the tape right here. And you can see it's right there. This goes through the 5-hole. Better angle here. There's the tip right there. Bounds not quite sure what's going to happen with it. It just sort of fooled him.
The unit that scored that power play goal for the Steelers straight out for this one here in the second period. Once again, Harper takes up that net front position. And here's Balmas. Plays it across. The angle's tight, but the Steelers squeeze it in. Bounds can't windmill that one away. And the goal for Richie. He's got his second.
Yeah, and Steelers come up good again. Some good puck movement. Great job on the blue line on the other side. But it's Cormier on the far side. It is he tries to walk the line before that. He does a good job getting around the Devils' first attacker, and then Balmas with the eyes open finds Nick Ritchie, and it's a huge Harper. Great job out in front of the net as well.
Dowd won it back, but Balmas couldn't move it on quickly enough. The Devils will now break forward. McDonald. Olszewski goes to the net front. Picked up behind and snapped in.
What the Devils needed.
Their first shot of the period comes from Joey Martin, and it finds the back of the net.
Yeah, Devils really needed to do something, turn it around to go the other way and do something real important that they try to stem the tide in the first sort of opportunity that they get. You can see it's a player coming through the middle of the ice, unmarked. You can see it goes down, and
Tremblay eased away from it. Physical play on the boards. Devils flooding forward.
Oh, wrong pass choice.
Away.
Yeah, wrong pass choice. Had a fourth guy coming up in the play, and he tries to go cross ice, and Steelers do a good job reading it.
Puck is out there in front, and the Steelers whack it out of the air. We do have a penalty coming in here. We have a fight coming in front. A battle in the slot involving Tremblay.
I think it's different.
And Brett Ferguson.
Is it Tremblay? Yeah. Oh, it is two of the numbers.
The 2 18s. It's more of a wrestle than a boxing match.
Something to get the crowd going yet again. Not just the goals and the hits. All started down in behind the net. I think Ferguson gets Tremblay a little bit from behind and snapped him back, and it carried on out to the front.
Well, there was a penalty called before all that kicked off, so may well be a Devils power play incoming here. We will have to wait and see. Diffley plays it forward. Onside is Jasper. Couldn't quite get it out in front of himself so that he could skate on goal. Usler will now just try and protect it in that corner for as long as he possibly can. Thrown back, and Usler was there to intercept it. Usler showing off his strength. Can he bring it in front to get a shot away? He can! Rebound for Southall! The Steelers' 100th penalty kill of the season has produced their 7th short-handed goal.
Yeah, I give Mikko Usla a whole lot of credit for this, and Southorn throws the monkey off the back as well as he goes to the bench. But great work here, just out muscling two Devils, and whether he sees Southorn coming across, he actually does have a couple of looks. If you look, his head's up all the way, bounces off the skate of the Devils player right to Southorn, who reads the play. You can see he's sort of cherry picking, having a little look behind, and he gets there and just beats Barrow to the front of the net for an open net, and that's going to be it for Ben Bounds. I think this is more of a wake-up Cardiff Devils thing than a Ben Bounds issue.
Christian Stover will take to the ice as Bounds is replaced. Tremblay trying to tie things up from the face-off. And the Devils draw it back, but it will get all the way down the ice and chase back for Alini. Valmas skating after him. And Eleni keeps going. McDonald. Work back to the blue line. 6 on 5. Devil's net is empty. Here's Pelini. Oh, and he's just given it away. And the Steelers will seal it. It's another Valmas empty netter. He's repeated the trick from last night. And the Devils' gamble has not paid off.
Yeah, this time from the opposite side of the ice. He just intercepts the pass. Perlini just puts it a little bit too close to Valmas as he's trying to go back to the point. You can see it here. That or Valmas reads it. Watch, he just not sure if Perlini was going for the Devil closer to him, but better look here. Yeah, that's to nobody really other than Mitchell Valmas. And
it is a 4-point weekend for the Sheffield Steelers. Pride weekend has gone just how they wanted it to. Victories over Manchester and Cardiff. And the Steelers fans will be going home happy today. The Steelers have a new power forward. Brett Ritchie has made his mark on this game with 2 goals, including what proved to be the game winner. An even strength goal in the first period and a power play goal in the second, and he will get to experience his first Steelers Eddie. Crowd of 8,227 on hand to witness. Smiles all round for the Sheffield Steelers. That hasn't been the case for a couple of weeks. The Steelers are once again trending in the right direction. Back-to-back league victories. Aaron, a victory and a 4-point weekend.
Yeah, important tonight for us to, what I think I liked most was just the resiliency after we went down a couple times there, that we bounced back right away, where, you know, in the past it's been tough sledding for us after we've given stuff up. So we were short tonight. We lost Tansey after the first shift, Shuds after the warm-up, and the guys dug deep tonight. I thought we played a very disciplined game, defensively very sound, physical, aggressive. That's a good hockey team, and I thought we outcompeted them for 60 minutes tonight and got rewarded. You know, huge buy-in from our group. We worked hard this week. It was a bit of a reset for us this week, and I'm just, there's some really good players in that room, and I feel like if we're playing the right way and everybody's going and, we can get that type of effort, I think we're going to win a lot of hockey games down the stretch here. But when doubt creeps into your game and things are sliding the wrong directions, it's hard to break that sometimes. And so hopefully this is a really huge step for us moving forward. And
what is the latest on Kevin and Cole, or is it a little too early to say at this stage?
Yeah, it's too early to say. We'll assess it throughout the week. Richie actually was questionable tonight as well after the warm-up, and he gave us a pretty good effort when we weren't even sure he was going to be able to get through the night as well tonight. So, some guys playing dinged up, and when you're short like that, everyone needs to be pulling the rope the right direction, and we were tonight.
You said in our interview yesterday that Richie was going to be a big part of the power play unit. He showed it with a power play goal, but all the special teams units played their part today. 2 power play goals and then an excellent short-handed goal. Mikko Jussela's effort on that play was out of this world.
Yeah, I mean, when we were playing our best hockey, our power play was running at a high level. Our kill was elite, and scoring PK goals. That was I think it was a 3-2 or 4-3 game at that point, 1-goal game, when I'm not sure how we got the extra, to be perfectly honest with you. But sometimes karma works in mysterious ways, and for us to get the shorty on that after how that call went down, it was pretty bittersweet as well. But yeah, special teams was huge.
The other major talking point of the game was the hit on Patrick Watling. It was reviewed and decided a 2-minute penalty. He left the game, he returned, and he looked back to his normal self. Is that the case?
Yeah, he's playing good right now. It's nice to see him playing up to speed. I think it's helped him playing back in the middle, gives him a little more time and space through the middle of the ice, and he's got 2 wingers that fly playing with him, and they were really, really good all weekend.
as I walked past the dressing room to come down and do this interview, it was extremely noisy in there. That's got to be a good sign.
Yeah, I mean, losing's no fun, and it's a pretty somber place. I'm not the most fun to be around when things aren't going well. So for us to, 2 huge games at home with an amazing crowd, both games this weekend, that helped carry us, and just some belief back in our room that when we play a certain way, even against a really, really good team, I felt like we dominated the majority of play tonight. Yeah, we gave up some things in some certain areas, but it's hockey, you're going to do that. But huge bounce back and big 4 points.
Coach, defeat for your team tonight, your immediate thoughts?
No excuses, the Steelers were better today. I mean, it's the best they played us probably in the last 3 times we played each other, and I thought we didn't box them out. They won the inside around our net a lot in the first 2 periods, and I thought we looked flat, and I thought that the team with the power in its legs was Sheffield, not us tonight, and so a little disappointing.
Given how you were able to fight back yesterday against Fife, is it a frustration that you weren't able to do similar at the same levels in this one?
Well, Sheffield were playing with the lead there in the 3rd period. I think it was probably our best period, but you're trying to get back into a game, there's a 2-goal deficit, and you're not going to do that every night, and we've kind of allowed that a little bit too much lately. So I thought we take nothing away from Sheffield. They were the better club in every department.
Particularly on special teams, 2 power play goals, and then that short-handed goal, which was really a killer.
Yeah, we made some wrong reads, but we did it all night, and we weren't very fluid with the puck today. I mean, normally our transitions, our game, and Sheffield made some adjustments against us from that point of view, so we made another adjustment again, but there was nothing fluid in our game today. I think it was only really Martin's line that gave us any type of offense. McDonald with 2 big goals, and we got off to a great start, but then we gave the game away, and Sheffield deserved the win.
What will be the focus in practice next week?
Well, we'll have a deep dive and a look into it, but again, you keep passing the puck to the opposition, these things happen.